an opinion of somebody, and that was a retweet. I'll put it out there. People can decide for themselves. I don't take a position.
They're not accountable to anyone. I get 10 to 12 million views a month, and they won't come out and address my progressive audience. They won't come out and address Bree's audience, or Katie's audience, or Justin Jackson, or you. They are not accountable to us. They're accountable to whoever the fuck themselves. Let's
Force the vote,
kid
sure, was a failure.
As Chris Hedges
Force
taught
the
us
vote,
a
sure,
long
was a
time ago,
failure.
the people attracted
Force
to
the vote,
politics
sure,
are the
was a
most
failure.
mediocre of people.
Force the
They're
vote,
not
sure,
your
was a
friends.
failure.
People, liberal people,
Force the
They're
vote,
our
sure, was a
elected
failure.
servants. It's not fucking treating them that way.
people, dumb people,
And your brownie is
dumb
seconding you in the
people, liberal
background.
people,
They're not your
dumb
fucking
people,
friends.
liberal
They're
people,
the people
dumb
standing in
people,
between
liberal
us and
people,
fucking
dumb
healthcare.
people, liberal
They're putting their
people,
fucking
dumb
personal
people,
position
liberal
ahead of
people,
that.
dumb people,
Don't
liberal
fucking forget
people,
that.
dumb
Force the
people,
vote, sure, was a
liberal
failure.
people, dumb
Who are you
people,
talking about?
liberal
Was a
people,
failure.
I'm
dumb
talking about
people,
anybody
liberal
who's a
people,
progressive in
dumb
Congress
people,
who isn't endorsing
liberal
gas tax to vote.
dumb
All
people,
the
liberal
motherfuckers
people,
who didn't show up
dumb
today
people,
at our
liberal
town hall,
people,
every fucking one of
dumb
them is
people,
selling you
liberal
out.
people,
Force the
dumb
vote,
people,
sure, was a
liberal
failure.
people,
Force the vote, sure, was a
dumb
failure.
people, liberal
Force
people,
the vote, sure, was a failure.
dumb
Mr.
people,
Sam, if I could just get the
liberal
Was
sentence
a
out.
failure.
dumb people,
Was a failure.
We can talk about Jimmy Dore's going to kill 15 kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote. Mr. Sam, if I could just get the sentence out.
people, liberal
It-
people,
I-
dumb
we
people,
can talk about Jimmy Dore's going to kill 15 kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote. Mr. Sam, if I could just get the sentence out.
liberal people,
We can talk about Jimmy Dore's going to kill 15 kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote.
Force the vote, sure, was a failure.
Across this country, we've seen this new phenomenon lately, chanted at sporting events and on signs. The phrase is, "Let's go Brandon."
Let's go, Brandon. I agree.
No, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
$7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico.
Early in the morning, they went to the table with the black robe, the black shield, and they pulled out the votes.
Is this thing on? Hello, 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 testing, 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 testing. Hello, is it on? Am I alive? Is, hello, testing, testing, testing. O, E, R, O, ho, oh, oh. anyway, folks, we got a goddamn here for y'all. I'd like everyone to know that I am drunk right now, so, but don't call any medical professionals. So, I don't know what the quality of the program is going to be, but it'll be worth watching. I mean, as the quotation at the top of the stream, this is going to be another awesome stream. So, that's what we're dealing with. We got Max the doggy here. Oh, he's got Squidward! He's got Squidward by the head! Max, no, you gotta get me Squidward. I'm trying to save him. He's got Squidward. He's got. He's got him. He's not fucking around. He's like, this is my Squidward. Looks like he won that battle. He won. I can't even. We got MR SRA SRR okay. MR Stratter MR SRA Erter Mr. Stratter Mr. SRA SR Arter SR Arter. Hello, welcome to the show, Mr. Sarar. Yeah. Welcome to the show. Hopefully you have a good time. Alright, folks, we got a show here. Give me a hydrant. I haven't had water in a little bit. Mr. Swarter. Yeah, that's right. I'm Mr. Swarter. Who even is that? But anyway. Oh, shit. Okay. Alright. Holy mackerel. Yep. Okay. So, I'm doing a show. Alright, so let's see. This is some fucked up shit. Alright, folks. I'm going to talk about the coronavirus pandemic, specifically the Omicron surge. So this is from the New York Times. Chicago schools will reopen as teachers and city reach a deal over virus safeguards. So first of all, they reached a deal. So the implication behind that is that the city initially wanted no safeguards. That's what in order to reach a deal, right, people start on this side, and the deal is typically in the middle somewhere. Now, in this case, here's the teachers union, here's the state, it's this way, right? The teachers union basically said, all right, I guess we'll kill ourselves now because you're going to bully us if we don't. But, in order for this deal to have happened, the city didn't want this, right? So this modest compromise was too much for the city over the course of a week or so. So I'm going to read this. Mayor Lori Lightfoot announced a deal with the Chicago Teachers Union on Monday that would return students to classrooms on Wednesday during a pandemic. Okay, so they reached a deal. That's great. Does the deal, does the deal do anything about this? Is Is the deal gonna mention this at all? Like any no? Okay. Over coronavirus safeguards canceled a week of classes in the country's third largest school district. No one is more frustrated than I am. I would probably say that the teachers, they're having to risk their lives and potentially kill themselves, their family, and their students, probably are more frustrated than you, given the fact that, you know, they're actually doing things with their lives and you're not. But okay. I'm glad that we're hopefully putting this behind us, blah, blah, blah. The deal, which city officials said, included provisions for additional testing and metrics that would close schools with major virus outbreaks. So that means there's going to be a school closure in another week from now. That's what that means, basically. But again, additional testing. This is the thing that really fucks with me, right? Like, teachers in this country are asking for the fucking bare minimum. Like, can we have tests? Can we have masks? Can we have, like, fucking anything at all? And the state is just like, nope, no. And then when they finally do utilize their labor power, then the state's like, all right, we'll give you some crumbs. You know, it's like when you're eating, like, a fucking biscuit and Max the dog is, like, just right under you, and, like, the biscuit's falling apart, the flakes are falling all over the floor, and then Max just licks the floor. That's basically what they're demanding teachers in this country do, is to lick the floor. And it's just kind of fucked up. Again, why do we need in-person schooling? Oh, but the kids will suffer. They'll suffer. Do they suffer during summer fucking break? Do they suffer during spring break? Oh, they're gonna suffer. Oh no, the kids are gonna suffer. Folks, I need you to understand how made up all this shit is. I know I talk about this a lot. But school is made up. Right? Like, it's not like the Earth's laws of physics, right? Or it's like in the human genome or anywhere where you have to go to school or else you'll die. It's not like eating. Eating is something that we have to do. We have to eat food. We have to drink water. We have to breathe air. We do not have to go to school. This is not like, again, now, am I in favor of abolishing school? Not necessarily. But again, the idea that school is, oh, we need school. Why? Think about it. Why do they need schools open? Because when schools are closed, a giant portion of the population, right, that works elsewhere, then has to worry about childcare. So when schools are open, or rather when schools are closed, the children have to stay home somewhere, right? And so that usually leads to a ripple effect where those parents might call in sick or take a day off of their work while there's already a labor shortage and people are struggling to stay open, right? And so that is why schools, they want them to be open so much, because these are glorified daycare facilities. These are state-run daycare facilities, right? I need you to understand that. It's not like, oh, we're teaching the children, oh yes. Anything, and I do mean anything, that you are teaching the children, right? It's not like they're literally going to school in a fucking global pandemic, right? There's hundreds of thousands of orphans in this country that lost one or both or all of their parents. Sometimes they go to their grandparents. It's like, you know, knocking them out. Like, it's like that fucking meme with the fucking Grim Reaper and the scythe and going from knocking door to door, right? So again, the kids that are going through this pandemic, having to go in and out of schools, and they're seeing their parents work, seeing their parents die, seeing their family get sick, seeing their friends die, right? Whatever it is that they're learning in schools is not as important as what they're learning just watching all of this unfold. Watching the United States empire literally say, go fuck yourself, I'm gonna murder your mom, I'm gonna murder your dad, and then I'm gonna murder you, and there's nothing you can do about it. That is an infinitely more valuable lesson than anything about George Washington's cherry tree, anything about the Louisiana Purchase, anything about whatever the fuck they want to talk about in schools. I'm sorry, schools are just useless. They're garbage, right? We don't learn anything in schools other than what the government wants us to learn. And like, you know, we don't learn about how to like balance a budget, for example. Didn't learn about that in school. Didn't learn about nutrition. Didn't learn about fiber in school. Didn't learn about critical thinking and complex thinking in school. Didn't learn how to tackle big ideas in school. No. You learned basic garbage, usually mythology, not history. The only real applicable thing that I learned in school that's actually useful in the real world is math. But again, you can learn math at home. Schools are not required. Right now, again, if everything is fine in society, I'm pro-school. I want schools to exist, right? I'm pro-school. I want them to be improved. I want them to improve the curriculum. I want them to be more well-funded, not be funded from property taxes. I'm pro-school. But we are in a global pandemic where there are millions and millions and millions of new cases of the Omicron variant of the coronavirus happening every day. So the idea that schools are such a necessity that we have to keep them open during a pandemic, we have to shove thousands of kids into like small hallways. I'm sorry, but it's ludicrous and it's ridiculous. Realign, if you want to DM that to me on Twitter, I would appreciate it. Bob says, if we could only get the Bible back in schools. That's not what I read. But anyway, this agreement is the only modicum of safety that is available for anyone that steps foot in Chicago public schools, especially in the places in the city where testing is low and where vaccination rates are low, said Stacey Davis Gates, the union's vice president. School leaders across the United States have scrambled to adjust the highly infectious Omicron variant. Again, folks, the CDC said that it's encouraging that disabled people are dying from coronavirus. It's encouraging because, everyone who was vaccinated who died of COVID, they had at least one risk factor. They had a disability. So it's all good. That's encouraging. Wait till you understand that 88% of Americans have metabolic syndrome, right? That's one risk factor. Wait till you understand that a significant portion of Americans have neurological disorders, anxiety and depression going on through this pandemic, which can lead to worse health outcomes as well. But that part doesn't matter because the CDC is saying, yep, this is great news. The disabled people are dying. Right, again, I need you to understand your life has no value. You are worthless in the eyes of the government. They don't care about you. The only value you have at all is your ability to run the machines. If you're not running the machines, then go fuck yourself. The government wants you dead. They will do anything and everything they can to kill you. Again, because they don't care. Unless you are, and guess what? If you die, someone else will run those machines. Because this is what we need in this country, right? We need a general strike. I mean, like, there's really nothing else that can actually possibly, combat the government at all. Because there will always be scabs. There will always be another obedient worker drone. And yes, I call people in this country drones. We're all drones. We're all slaves to capitalism. Right, there will always be another scab willing to operate the machine once you fall down and die from a heart attack or from COVID or whatever. They don't care about you. You're worthless, right? Because the moment you die, you're easily replaced. And until we all realize, hey, wait a second, what if we all just stopped working? But that's not going to happen because Americans are fucking stupid. Because schools in this country over the last 50 years have made Americans to be dumb motherfuckers. Americans are fucking worthless little scumbags. And that's what the government thinks. And you know what? Honestly, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You ever learn about anything like this in school? You ever learn about health in school? How the healthcare field works? You ever learn about any of this? No, you learn about math. You learn about the cherry tree. You learn about the fucking spice trades. And then you fucking fuck off. They are literally, it's like sacrificing virgins in the volcano for the sake of the rain gods. This is the same shit. They are killing people for money. What is money? It's made up. They're not killing people for food. They're not killing people for water. They're not killing people for clean air. They're killing people for money. A made up concept. It's money. You can just make more of it. The government can just make more money. So why are they killing other people for money? Because they can, and it's about control. They're controlling you, and you're letting them. Because you're a fucking useful little drone. And we're all drones. I'm not targeting anyone else from an ivory tower. That said, I'm an anti-work person. My goal is to never work an actual job in my life, and I'm doing pretty decent at that. I'm 25, haven't had a job, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. Yeah. Goddamn. Anyway, folks, I am drunk, so please bear with me. The CDC advises against travel to Canada because of the virus. Yeah, the CDC, it's the Centers for Disease Control. They're controlling the American population by basically saying we're going to kill you. We don't want to kill people in Canada. Like, that doesn't do anything for us. We want to kill Americans. Okay. So this is about Eric Adams' brother. Alright. I'll watch this. Watching an ad, folks. The face you know. Let me pop this up. We're getting an ad here.
Marilyn Monroe, Sunday at 9 on CNN.
Reframed. There you go.
The New York Post and the New York Daily News are reporting that you've appointed your brother, a fellow retired police officer, as a deputy commissioner for the NYPD. Is that true? And if so, doesn't that at least violate the spirit of the law in New York, which says public servants, friends, and family members should not benefit from their positions?
So first of all, for those of you that don't know about Eric Adams, he's basically a neo-Nazi. I mean, let's be honest. He is tightly knit with the police. He's a former police officer. He is appointing his family to head the police. There's no conflict of interest there. There's no nepotism there, especially after we dealt with the Cuomo situation, where, Andrew and Chris Cuomo got owned epic style and had to resign in disgrace from everything because of their nepotistic behavior, as well as, the fact that they abused people for fun and entertainment. The guy, Eric Adams is garbage. Day one, the Times Square, New York, New Year's Eve event, right? They said masks will be required, and then Eric Adams storms around without a mask on, and then takes photographs with cops that also have no masks on, right? So that's a big problem. He said the schools have to stay open. He said, I need kids in my schools. That's what he said, because he's a fucking loser. This guy said that swagger will beat COVID. What? What the fuck? Swagger is going to beat COVID? That doesn't mean anything. He called homeless people violent criminals, put them in the same category as violent criminals, said that we need more police to deal with people that are asleep on the subway, because that's what police need to be doing. They need to be beating the shit out of and killing people that are taking a nap on the subway. The guy is all around garbage, and so we'll see how this answer is. I don't know anything. I've never seen this clip before, so we'll see how Jake Tapper handles this. Jake Tapper, historically known for, digging in deep in these kinds of things. Let's see.
Well, we have something here in the city called Conflict of Interest Board. They do rulings and waivers. It's going through that process now. They would make the determination, and we have a great system here in the city. But let me be clear on this. My brother is qualified for the position. Number one, he will be in charge of my security, which is extremely important to me in a time when we see an increase in white supremacy and hate crimes. I have to take my security in a very serious way. But at the same time, I need that right balance. I don't want the people of this city to believe that their mayor is not approachable and he's not willing to engage with them on the level that I want to represent. You saw I took the subway system when my day one in office, and those are the types of things that I'm going to do. My brother has a community affairs background, the balance that I need. He understands law enforcement. He was a 20-year retired veteran from the police department, and I need someone that I trust around me during these times for my security, and I trust my brother deeply.
You've also named...
So, okay, so what this says to me is that there's a board that is probably all paid off and corrupted that are going to be in charge of deciding whether or not there's a conflict of interest here. All right, well, I'm glad that there's a board, right? There's a board. I don't know. There's a board. I don't know what to tell you. You know, there's a board, and
former NYPD Chief Philip Banks as your deputy mayor. I'm sure you know he was named an unindicted co-conspirator in a federal corruption probe and resigned in 2014 after being accused of accepting bribes in return for favors. We should note that he denies that vociferously. But are you worried at all about the message you're sending by appointing someone with that record to be your number two?
Not at all. I believe that Phil acknowledges there were some real mistakes and errors that were made. He was not accused of a crime. I think that when you look at what happened yesterday in this city, a young person was shot in a robbery in a store. It really personifies why I need the best person for the job.
Okay, so wait, whoa. This is big, actually. Okay, so a young person was shot in a store, and that means you need some corrupt douchebag moron who resigned in disgrace from the police department like 10 years ago? Like that, do you see how that doesn't make any sense at all? Like what? Okay. Like I don't understand what the fuck. Okay, so someone dies, tragic, right? And so that means we need to have some like douchebag loser corrupt moron? Like what? Like what, where does that necessitate the requirement of I don't even understand. What is that?
I can't leave bad people doing bad things to good people on the bench when I have a talented person that just made some bad bad decisions. He didn't do anything that was criminal. Phil is a great person, the right time to do this job. He rose to be the chief of the New York City Police Department during a time when we had to bring down the abuse of stop and frisk. We had to bring down gun violence and crime. Leaving that talent on the bench is the wrong thing to do. He's the right person for this time to really...
Yeah, I don't really care. Fuck Eric Adams. This guy's a loser. That's it, basically. Okay, I just don't understand, right? Like, he didn't do anything wrong, but he also made some bad decisions. I thought he didn't do anything wrong. Someone died, and so therefore, like, it's what? Like, I don't know. This guy makes no sense. Anyone that supports Eric Adams is probably a fascist. I mean, I don't know what the... I don't know, but swagger is gonna stop gun violence. Oh, why doesn't he just, like, fucking walk around town with, like, some swagger just to end gun violence, you know? Because that's how it works. All you gotta do is have swagger, and then things that are dangerous automatically stop being dangerous. And so, there you go. New York City Mayor Eric Adams on the case. Oh, Hugo is back to talk about things of which they know nothing. So, folks, I've got some funny stuff. We'll be talking about some funny stuff on today's episode. Got some funny stuff here. We got some funny ass stuff. Funny stuff. That's what I like to see. I like to see funny stuff in my life. Thanks for the Milagro shout out. Oh yeah, I got the comic. It's over there. You see, you see next to that Amazon box where my pinky is? That's the comic. It's right there. It's right there. Boom. Do we get the funny stuff? See the funny stuff? Yes. Yes, you do. I'm queuing it up. And I gotta get my ducks in order. Getting my ducks in goddamn order. Doing a lot right now. I'm sorry, I got lost in a Twitter thread. There was no need to be rude. Was I rude? What happened? Was I rude? I'm sorry. One Eric Adams interview is good enough for me today. I'm sorry. Okay. So this is interesting. I know everyone, this is going to be a hot button, controversial, subject here. In fact, I'm going to move that. And so the AP is getting into non-fungible tokens. And as you can see here, they're getting ratioed epic style. So I want to read the press release. I want to get the details here because, you know, I love to learn. I love to make well-reasoned arguments instead of crying like a clown. Okay, they're NFTs, right? They're making NFTs. They're getting into NFTs. And so everyone knows NFTs are the worst thing ever, right? Like, you know, like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Magic cards. No one likes those. Everyone hates them. No one, like, they're not like a multi-billion-dollar industry. Pokemon cards, garbage. Like, get rid of them. Don't need them. That's basically what NFTs are, for those of you that don't know. But, okay, so they're basically Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like, what's the big deal? Oh, but they destroy the environment, right? Right? They destroy the environment. Well, I've got news for you. Let's find out what blockchain platform they're using for the AP NFT. So let's read. The marketplace and first NFTs are set to debut on Monday, January 31st. The initial collection will feature photography by current and former AP photojournalists and a selection of digitally enhanced depictions of their work. Pulitzer Prize winning AP images will be included for 175 years. AP's photographers have recorded the world's biggest stories through... okay. With Zua's technology, we are proud to offer these tokenized pieces of to a fast-growing global audience of photography NFT collectors. Okay, so what is Zua? Xooa? What is Zua? So let's find out. Each NFT will include a rich set of original metadata offering collectors awareness of the time, date, location, equipment, and technical settings used for the shot. So not only do you get an NFT that represents the photo, but you get some neat little info. That's cool. I like it. NFT price points will vary. As a not-for-profit news cooperative, proceeds go back into funding factual, unbiased AP journalism. Collectors of all levels will be able to seamlessly buy, sell, and trade official AP digital collectibles through the marketplace. It will support secondary market transactions and purchases using credit card payments as well as crypto wallets, including MetaMask, blah, blah, blah. The NFTs will be minted on the Polygon blockchain, which is environmentally friendly Ethereum-compatible layer 2 Ethereum-compatible layer 2 solution. So this is the thing that's really important here. Is that... Now, I'm going to be going into the epic ratio that AP got. and they're all crying about the environment. Now, they're not using Ethereum. They're using Polygon. Now, I also have the Polygon energy consumption chart up here, which compares it to Ethereum. So, again, one of the biggest criticisms, and this is why I think NFT haters are stupid and dumb, is because, okay, the biggest criticism that I've seen of NFT haters is that, oh, Ethereum sucks, it destroys the environment. Agreed. Fuck Ethereum. All my homies hate Ethereum. Right? So, but whenever someone says, oh, yes, that's right, Ethereum destroys the environment, let's look for a better alternative solution, then the people still claim that they're destroying the environment. The idea that people using YouTube or Twitter or Facebook are going to complain about the Polygon blockchain destroying the environment, to me, is hilarious. Now, again, I do not own NFTs. I think NFTs are a little silly. I think that they can be useful for certain things. I think that they do have interesting use cases. There are NFT games that I've been paying attention to that are like online card games where you get to buy and sell the cards, like in Magic and Pokemon. That kind of stuff is cool. I think NFTs have actual use cases. Do I think the AP selling their little artworks with their little, like, behind the scenes stuff? That's interesting. I mean, I like the behind the scenes stuff. But again, the idea that Polygon is destroying the environment to me is fascinating. Like, the problem, right, with NFTs, blockchains and all that is the fact that they use energy. Right? Now, a lot of blockchains use a lot of energy, a lot of blockchains use little energy, but the problem is they use energy. The problem with Twitter and Google servers and Facebook is that they use energy, right? Where does the energy come from? Currently, the global standard is fossil fuels. So the idea that NFTs are a unique evil destroying the environment, even when on a blockchain that is more environmentally friendly compared to Google, like you watching my YouTube video right now is destroying the environment more than the Polygon blockchain AP NFTs could ever possibly do so. The fact that you are watching this video right now, you are doing more damage to the environment. So it's a dumb argument. It's just stupid. It's dumb and it makes you look like a fucking moron. The answer is not to ban NFTs or say AP, I'm never going to use AP ever again, ever. Because they use NFTs. That's what a lot of people are saying. So I'm going to get into these fucking stupid little fucking things. The answer here is green energy, renewable energy. That's the answer to this. It's not to say, well, anyone that ever touches cryptocurrency is canceled. That makes you look like a fucking moron. So speaking of morons, we got a lot of morons here. Companies are really dead set on robbing millions of people, aren't they? So I don't even know what that means. Like a lot of people say, like, NFTs are stealing. It's theft. It's robbing. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's like, okay, so is everything. Everything is a scam. When you go to the grocery store and you buy an energy drink, when you buy meat, when you buy ketchup, that is doing more damage to the environment and your body and the society that we live in than NFTs, right? Like, the idea that people, like, they hate them and they just don't understand what the fuck an NFT is. And that's the thing. I'm not huge into NFTs. I own zero. I'm not interested in buying any because they're too expensive and most of them are silly and I don't find the, if there was an NFT that, like, actually did something interesting and wasn't just like an art piece that I could just look at for free online, maybe I would get them. But I'm not going to go on Twitter all day and talk about how they're destroying the environment when that's just not the case. So again, people, so this is another one. Can't wait to cop a photo of a starving Syrian child for $15K. They already do monetize their photos of war, suffering, famine, and death. They already monetize it. It's called, they're a photojournalist. They're a war journalist. The very fact that they get a paycheck for going to photograph things so that people all across the world can see them, they are already getting paid. So the idea that, minting NFTs of a war photograph from 38 years ago is unethical, it is as ethical, in my opinion, as just selling a print online. I just don't, I really, the arguments here are so fucking stupid. It's so dumb, and I really just can't get, How to destroy your credibility in one easy step. How is this destroying credibility? How is it? What? Like, as far as I understand, this is just like a fundraising thing for them, so that they can continue to make money off of a booming tech bro fueled industry that has a lot of money. And if the AP can get some of that tech bro money, I'm down with that. I would rather AP get NFT money than Elon Musk. I would rather AP get fucking NFT money than some fucking Silicon Valley douchebag. That's just me, though. That's just me. But again, let's keep going. So, I'm actually legitimately disappointed in this. Does anyone offer reasons, by the way? Like, I just don't understand. Like, why? Like, oh, my favorite band is getting into NFTs. So what? So what? It's just like, who cares? Like, this is like, oh, I found out that one of my favorite actors is a gamer and they like to play Call of Duty. And who fucking cares? Why would you judge someone because they interact with a technological space that you don't understand? Oh, I found out that one of my favorite musicians actually is he's I don't know, he sold an album and used up plastic to make the disc and the jewel case, and that's destroying the environment. I don't even understand this. Embarrassing. Are you out of your minds? Again, is there any criticism at all? Is there any, like, narrator, you would not in fact be purchasing its award-winning contemporary and historic photojournalism. Okay? But, I mean, objectively, you are. Like, that's the thing. Like, with NFTs, like, the idea is that there's a unique digital asset that represents ownership, right? Now, again, is it coded into the fucking quantum verse? Like, does it actually represent ownership? No, it's all made up. It represents ownership in the same way that a deed to a house represents ownership. That a US dollar represents a US dollar. It's all made up. If people agree on it, then they agree on it. But the idea, right, that, I just, like, who cares? Like, I mean, like, that's the thing. I just, like, who fucking cares? This is the top 10 stupidest things I've ever seen a news outlet do on the internet. Like, why? This sucks. Okay, fuck off. God fucking damn it. Maybe do some reporting on the climate crisis instead so we don't all fucking die. Is the implication here that the AP doesn't report on the climate crisis? Is that what that... I mean, I've read AP articles. I've seen AP photographs of wildfires. I've seen, like, I don't understand. Like, I don't what? It's fascinating. It's fascinating. This is fascinating. I've got news for you. If you commission someone to draw something, you don't own it. If you see anything that can be digitally replicated, you don't own it. When you buy something on Steam, you don't own the game. You own a token on the Steam server that says, yes, you're allowed to play this game when we say so. And also, if the AP... Okay, so the AP, they're not doing anything about climate change. They're pretending it doesn't exist in their world, in this person's fantasy land. And if the AP just started to cover climate change, everything would solve itself. The world would be saved. But again, what the fuck does that have to do with NFTs? Specifically the Polygon blockchain. Again, if someone is using Ethereum and you say, hey, you shouldn't use Ethereum because Ethereum is a proof-of-work blockchain, it's kind of shitty for the environment and uses a lot of energy unnecessarily, and they go, oh shit, word? Okay, well, I'm going to switch over to a more eco-friendly blockchain. That's good! That's called problem solved. That's called, okay, someone listened to you and your constructive feedback and made a decision that's better for everyone based on it. So the fact that you're still going to harass them over climate is just what? I don't understand. Like, why don't you, I don't know, harass Halliburton or Raytheon or the Pentagon or, like, I don't know, or, like, Exxon? How about you harass them? They're the ones actually destroying the fucking environment. Using an NFT doesn't destroy the fucking environment, especially if it's not on fucking Ethereum. It's like getting a Steam token for a URL with no guarantee of content. Yes, that's one of the problems with NFTs, is that, especially ones based on Ethereum, that are literally just hyperlinks. That's a problem with NFTs and they should be fixed. And You're not purchasing anything. There's no authentication of content. Yes, there is. That's the token. The token is itself the authentication. Now, again, if you personally don't find value in that, okay. I don't find value in a lot of things. I don't find value in fucking, I don't know, I don't find value in the little fucking, like, collectible, like, Funko things that I see in comic book stores. Does that mean they're not real? Does that mean that they have no value to anyone? If someone is willing to spend money on an NFT because they want that NFT and they think that it has value for them, boom, it has value. That's it. Value is in the eyes of the beholder. Someone buying like a fucking luxury, like super sports car, I don't find value in that. You're getting a URL, not the content. Okay, and? Like, I don't know. It's not like you can buy the content. Like, what is, like, the implication that you think at people involved? That's my problem with the NFT space, or the people that hate the NFTs, is they don't understand them, so they assume everyone else who buys and sells them also doesn't understand them. Right? That's one of my problems as well. It's like, if someone is willing to spend, like, I mean, let's be honest, most NFTs are not that expensive. Like, most of them are, like, less than $10, right? But, like, let's say some dumb motherfucker buys a goddamn stupid-ass NFT, and they think that they're, like, buying the copyright. You're not buying copyright. Copyright's a legal term. By the way, I don't believe in copyright. I don't believe in intellectual property. I think all of that shit is stupid. I don't believe in the idea that you can own an idea. I don't believe in the concept of you owning a character design. I don't believe in any of that garbage, right? But the government does. And other people do, and so the society that I live in operates under the principles of intellectual property laws. Yeah, the blockchain ecosystem being centralized, that's a big problem, but that's not what we're talking about here. That's not what, like, I have a lot to say on centralization of blockchains, I do, but that is not what we're talking about, But anyway, let's keep going, because this is great. This is stupid and you are debasing your brand. How? If you buy, like, an AP tote bag, is that destroying the brand? Like, it's so fucking dumb. It's so goddamn stupid. One of the biggest news agencies on the planet having financial interest in propping up the biggest financial scam running currently is currently a good thing. The idea that NFTs are the biggest financial scam, not the food industry, not big pharma, not health insurance. Health insurance, whatever. The food industry putting high fructose corn syrup in everything that we eat so that we will slowly die and have to go into the hospital sooner and spend more money on medical bills. That's not a scam at all. That's great. NFTs, though, that's a scam. Where is the scam? Like, if I get an email, right, and it's like, oh, shit, someone hacked your account, click on this link to solve the problem, right? And then I click on the link, and boom, it was a phishing link, and they stole my account info. Should we ban email now? Because someone got fucked over because they didn't know what they were doing, so we should ban email? Like, I just don't understand, like, what is, okay, it's a scam. How? Oh, you have to describe how it's a scam, and then also, what's your solution? Ban it? Okay, why? What if that's the case? We should ban the internet, because guess what? There are scams on the internet. How to tank your news organization's credibility in no time flat. Now again, I need you to understand, right? Like, the AP is being canceled over, like, what? What? First of all, how is the news organization tanking their credibility? Like, 99% of readers are not going to see this article and they're not going to care, right? So, like, 800 people crying about, oh my god, the backlash is going to be, like, no one cares. Literally, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Like, if you go up, like, to anyone who reads the news maybe a little bit and say, oh, hey, did you see AP is launching NFTs? Yeah, their credibility is ruined. You know what they're going to say? Huh? They're going to say, what? That's what they're going to say? For fuck's sake, AP, read the goddamn room. They did read the room, and they decided to do NFTs as a fundraising mechanism so that they can maybe hire more journalists to deal with, the climate crisis. Maybe they can, I don't understand. The AP getting more money is a bad thing? You can not like the AP's reporting on certain things. That's one thing. But the fact that NFTs are going to be the reason why you hate them and not, I don't know, literally anything like that, they do a lot of foreign policy articles, and foreign relations and that kind of stuff that I find questionable, right? But that's fine. That's great. It's the NFTs that are the problem. This is stupid. There's a moment during peak where every business decided to have its own social networking site. Okay, whatever. I didn't have the AP hastening the heat death of the planet on my How? This tweet, the fact that this person uses Twitter is doing more damage to the planet than the Polygon blockchain. It just is. Using Google. I know I'm leaning into this one a little bit, but again, it's just so dumb. Who the fuck is giving these companies awards? Who in the fuck? What in the these people are just irrational. They're just irrational maniacs as far as I'm concerned. All reporting on blockchain tech by AP should be disregarded, considering they now have a direct financial interest in its growth. Do they? How? How do they have a direct financial interest in its growth? Where do you think the AP gets its money also besides NFTs? Where do you get your money? That's like saying I work for Wendy's and therefore I have a direct financial interest in Wendy. Oh, well, Wendy's opening another franchise in the same town is good because I'm directly interested in that. What? It's just another way for them to make fundraising. I don't understand. What disgusting nonsense. The Zua partner was very interesting. They created a create whatever blockchain bullshit interface to cash in on corporate FOMO. AP Images has the mental resilience of a 5-year-old who can't think about consequences. What does that even mean? Okay, so the Zua partner is interesting because they did something to cash in on corporate FOMO. And sending that money to photojournalists is bad? You'd rather it be in the hands of a couple tech bros? Okay, well, just say that. You'd rather consolidate wealth and power in the tech industry. Just say that. This is such a spineless, amoral decision. Having Pokemon cards is amoral and spineless? I'm just what? Don't. This is the dumbest shit ever I've seen all week. Can't believe this is the future. Well, there goes AP. What does that mean? Where are they going? Where are they going? NFT bros. If we can't beat them, just force them into every aspect of their lives. I don't even know what that means. So just use Reuters. Okay, LMAO, fuck me. AP announces will no longer be an unbiased reporter on global harms of NFTs and cryptocurrencies. What are the global harms? Does anyone... seriously, what is the global harm of the Polygon blockchain? Can someone tell me? The global harms? If you want to say, Bitcoin is, super undemocratically distributed and most Bitcoin, is held at the top and most cryptocurrencies are held at the top, the rich are already getting richer, that's great. That's called, guess what, a critique of capitalism? That has nothing to do with NFTs, fortunately. NFTs are a technology that allows you to basically just mint online trading cards. That's what they are. They're just online trading cards like Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh! That's it. That's what it is. So, they could all be free. You can trade them. You can say, I want my AP fucking Syrian starving refugee, I want that from you, and I'm just gonna give you my self-immolation, from, I don't know, it's a trading card. You're criticizing capitalism. When people are criticizing cryptocurrency, they're just criticizing capitalism. But instead of actually criticizing capitalism and how it affects all of our lives, instead of doing that, because they don't care, they don't give a shit, they're still going to buy unhealthy food, they're still going to buy energy drinks, they're still going to buy coffee, they're still going to fucking buy weed, they're still going to buy, fucking alcohol, which is also, right, directly linked to capitalism. The fact that capitalism has made weed illegal, why the fuck does an ounce of weed cost $200 fucking dollars? Is that a fucking joke? Is that a joke? Why? Well, because capitalism. So every time you buy weed, you're participating in the capitalistic scam industry. You're being scammed. Hey, I'm just saying. The problem is capitalism. NFTs are fine. If you like them, great. If you don't like them, great. There are no global harm being produced by NFTs. And if you think that there is, you're a Looney Tune. You're crazy. You literally have no idea what's going on in the world. Pay for that sweet alphanumeric hash that gives you no copyright in the photograph. They're not selling copyright. Did they say that they're selling copyright? No. Copyright is a legal term. They're not selling copyright. First of all, there is no copyright. Copyright is just as made up as NFTs. That's what's so funny about this. People are like, oh, well, copyright, okay. That copyright is made up. Who enforces copyright? The government does. Without the government, there would be no copyright. It's made up. There is none. Like, if you think, oh, NFTs have no value because it's just a hyperlink, guess what? Copyright has no value. The value is in the eyes of what society views it. If one person deems that it has value to that one person. This is just what this scam needed, a large institutional granting its legitimacy. Scam, what's the scam? Email's a scam. Like, the USPS is a scam. Because I get circulars for a grocery store that I don't shop at. Therefore, the U.S. Postal Service is a scam. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's the scam? How is the entire, technological space of cryptocurrency a scam? It's not even grammatically, it doesn't even make any fucking sense grammatically. That's like saying video games are a scam. What? How? Now, you can say certain video games can scam you, right? Certain people can scam you within video game space, right? But to say that video games are a scam, the internet is a scam. I don't know, man. But again, it's so many of these people that are just fucking, they're just, I don't even... they're so angry for no reason. They're so angry for no reason. How is a conflict of interest? Does buying ketchup mean that you can't report on the food industry? Well, I bought ketchup, so now I can't talk about the dangers of high fructose corn syrup because I have a bottle of ketchup in my fridge. Huh? What? I just, I love the people that put, slashes in NFT because they don't want NFT bros to find them. I'm sorry, but if you are a radical hater of NFTs, yet you eat ketchup, you're an idiot. If you're a radical hater of NFTs and yet you drive to places with your car that you don't need to, you're an idiot. I'm sorry. If you hate NFTs but yet you spend your time scrolling Twitter all day, you're an idiot. Again, but that's the thing. You can still do all those things, right? And not be an idiot just by realizing that NFTs are just fun for other people. You don't have to enjoy them. I don't like Facebook. Does that mean that anyone that uses Facebook is automatically destroying the planet? Facebook's a scam, right? Facebook's a fucking scam, right? All you're doing when you use Facebook is selling your personal private data to Mark Zuckerberg so that he can monetize it and sell your data back to corporations and private industries so that they know more information about you. Facebook's a scam, bro. It's destroying the environment, bro. Therefore, anyone that's ever made a Facebook account ever is stupid and dumb. I don't think NFTs compromise AP's new coverage. I just think NFTs are kind of dog shit. That's the correct take. NFTs are kind of lame. They can be useful in some instances. I personally don't care about them. I just know what they are. I just know what they are. It has nothing to do with AP's news coverage. Do you even know what AP is? It's not like one person. It's not like a capitalism's the problem. Fossil fuels are the problem. Like, I don't understand. Like they're just so angry for no reason. It's so ridiculous. And it's childish. And you know what my problem with this is, like, I didn't talk about this, like, all, like, last summer when this was starting to brew in left-wing Twitter spaces and shit. Right? I just ignored it because I thought, okay, maybe, like, I don't know, it's not that big of a deal. But this makes the left look fucking stupid. When you have these emotional tirades and meltdowns over stupid shit like NFTs, and when you don't understand them at all, you make the left look fucking dumb. Now, again, this is not normally a criticism I make, because I know a lot of leftists are fucking stupid, right? Because most people are stupid. So it's like, of course there's going to be a lot of stupid leftists, right? But you know when you say, oh, we need a Medicare for all in this country, and then someone responds with, well, how are you going to pay for it? Huh? How are you going to pay for it? Huh? You know that cringe that you feel in the back of your head? Like, this person genuinely thinks, oh, well, paying for Medicare for all is actually, like, then you have to go through the spiel. It's actually, it would save money, it would, you know, it would prevent corruption in health insurance, and it would, like, you have to go through that spiel, right? But sometimes they walk away still thinking, oh, we can't have Medicare for all. How are you going to pay for it? How are you going to pay for it? That's literally what, like, leftist hysteria about NFTs are. It's like, you don't understand something, you don't listen to the criticism, you literally have no idea how it works, and when people try to talk to you about it, you fucking dig your heels in the ground and say, no! Mm-mm. Like a fucking child? It's childish. Now, if you want to say NFTs are a scam, great. So is capitalism. The food that you ate for breakfast is a scam. It's just so fucking... It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Like, every time you eat meat, you are doing more damage to the environment than an NFT on the Polygon blockchain. Now, again, if you want to talk about Ethereum being garbage, I'm right there with you. I don't give a shit about that. But again, when you go to Wendy's, you are doing more damage to the environment. When you go to a fucking clothing store and buy new clothes and don't go to a thrift store, you are doing more damage to the environment, right? Anytime you anytime you pick up your cell phone and call, like, delivery, you are doing more damage to the environment. But NFTs are the problem? Problem is, food, at least I can eat and gives me sustenance. That's not necessarily true. Even if it's bad food. NFTs, I don't see how it's useful in the same way that Pokemon cards are useful. People enjoy them. So that's, like, video games are useful because it's entertainment. I know it might sound funny to you, right? But, like, I've got a video game collection. A lot of my video games I don't play. I look at them. Right? Does that mean that they're worthless? They have no value? I can play them. I haven't played PS1 in a while, right? I like to have them in physical. I could just play them on emulator. But I like to have the physical copies of the games, and I like to look at them. I like to read the manuals. I like to look at the discs and look at the holographic discs, right? That's cool to me. I enjoy it. So therefore, it has value. If you don't give a fuck, and you're someone that's like, oh, I'd rather have all my video games on a thumb drive with an emulator, okay. That's your opinion. We have different opinions, and that's fine. We can disagree. But the idea that you're going to say my opinion makes me destroy the environment, and I am like the fucking arbiter of capital, and I'm like an icon for the destruction of the Amazon rainforest because I have a video game collection. It's just fucking stupid. It's dumb, and it makes you look like a fucking child. NFTs are useless. You don't own shit. Your image could be shared millions of times. You can't stop it. Yes. You know, one of the things, that's what, the reason why that's a very stupid fucking post, Justin, is because everyone who buys an NFT knows that. You want to know why? You know these Bored Ape douchebags on Twitter? The fucking weirdo ape guys with, like, the fucking yacht club or whatever the fuck, right? You know how they use their NFT as their profile picture on Twitter? You want to know how that happened? You know how they have them as their profile pictures, right? Like, everyone was yelling about John Stamos having an NFT profile pic. You want to know how they uploaded it to Twitter? Right, guess what? They went to the hyperlink of the NFT that they have, downloaded the image, right-click, save as, went to Twitter, and then uploaded the image to Twitter. In order for you to make your NFT your Twitter profile photo, you have to literally copy the photo. The NFT doesn't mean you own the photo. Anyone who thinks that is a fucking moron. The NFT is the token that you own that represents the photo. Now again, I don't find any of the Bored Ape bullshit. I see zero value in it. I see it as something stupid, dumb, garbage. Okay? That's what I see. But if they see it as interesting and there's enough people in their community that see it as interesting, okay. That's fun for them. Okay, that's it. Boom, it's over. My interest in it is now gone. I have no more, I don't care at all. NFT solicitors market high-cost products to people with the expectation that their values will increase over time and they'll make money in the same way as cryptocurrencies. So yeah, capitalism is sus. Again, yes, that's a problem with capitalism. Right, the idea that someone thinks that they're going to sell a Bored Ape for like $700,000 because Eminem bought it, that's dumb. I'm sorry, that's dumb. That's fucking dumb. But you know what else is dumb? Right, like a fucking like first edition Black Lotus of Magic costing like a fucking $100,000 per card or whatever it is. I don't know what it is now. That's also dumb. Now, a lot of people say that money laundering, people use NFTs for money laundering. Money laundering can be done in any industry. The art industry has been having money laundering problems literally forever. Also, you might not know this, I collect Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh! Collector. I've got some shit on my shelf there. You know, the value of Yu-Gi-Oh! Has skyrocketed over the course of this pandemic. Okay? I'm just being 100% honest with you. Right? This little box right here of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, I bought it for $80. Like 5-6 years ago. I bought it for $80. Okay? Now, I'm going to look it up how much it is on eBay right now. I'm going to look it up right now. I'm just going to get you a live. Let's see how much. So I bought it for $80. Let's see what the recent eBay sold price is. The most recent sell price on eBay is $1,300 for that same thing that I bought for $80. Now, you want to know why the price of that Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster box went up so much? It's because a lot of people, over the course of the pandemic, right, when the stimulus checks dropped, people who like Yu-Gi-Oh! Were like, oh, I'm going to spend a couple $100 on maybe buying some Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster boxes. Right, big institutions saw that. Now, I'm not talking about, like, you know, these giant hedge funds, but we're talking about, like, you know, people, like a couple millionaires. So, oh, shit, the card market is going off. Pokemon's going off. Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic is going off, right? So then they would buy up a shitload of these boxes. They would spend, like, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars buying up all of them that they can find on eBay so the price artificially increases. And then, guess what? They could just give their box to someone as a gift. They bought it for, I can say I bought that for $80 and I gave it to someone for a gift, right? And then let's say that box of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards is, you know, next year or the year after, it's worth $5,000, right? That's money laundering. But guess what? You can do that with anything. Art, in general, is a huge problem with money laundering. Now, why is money laundering a problem? Well, because rich people will launder money so that they don't have to pay taxes. That's why that's the problem. How about we just tax the rich? That's the solution. If we just tax the fucking rich, instead of doing, like, income, like, tax brackets, how about we just do a wealth tax? Right? If we tax the rich, money laundering is no longer an issue. Boom. Problem solved. We shouldn't ban art. We shouldn't ban the sales of magic cards because of money laundering. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. That's literally fucking nonsense. It's ludicrous. Billionaire hedge funds using boxes of whiskey to hoard and secrete wealth. Yeah, that's a problem. The problem is the wealth. We shouldn't ban whiskey. And that's why the NFT haters are so... Maxie. That's why the NFT haters are fucking stupid. Like, they're just dumb. Like, they're dumb motherfuckers. Like, I'm gonna be honest. If you are spending your time on Twitter, all day on Twitter, attacking people for using NFTs, and you don't realize And then also, like, meanwhile, you're going to Wendy's and you're buying fucking ketchup and you're fucking buying new clothes. Like, and not everyone does that hates NFTs, right? But also, it's just dumb. It's dumb. Like, having a cell phone, charging a cell phone, and scrolling on Twitter and watching YouTube videos on my cell phone does more damage to the environment than the Polygon blockchain. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about that because it was really funny. And I'm a little drunk, so I went off a little bit long there, but there you go. You're dumb. I'm dumb. We're all dumb. Get over yourself. At least I know I'm dumb. That's my thing. At least I know I'm a fucking goddamn idiot. These motherfuckers, they're walking around. No one's told them yet. No one's fucking told me. God damn, I got some stupid ass motherfuckers. Ending that stun lock. Oh my god. The U.S. Mint is releasing Maya Angelou quarters for circulation. That shit's a scam. That's a fucking scam. They're gonna sell you quarters for more than 25 cents. That's a scam, bro. We're getting scammed. That's a goddamn scam. Nothing wrong with selling drugs and paying cash for everything. I agree. As much as you possibly can. Yeah, you want to know why NFTs and crypto is super right-wing? It's because anyone who's left-wing has a fucking reactionary hatred of it and doesn't get involved. That's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Can move into us talking about spirituality. What do you want to discuss? I don't think I'm going to stream much longer, but what do you want to discuss? Okay, anyway, folks, that's the show. I mean, like, this is like the same, like, okay, gaming in the 1990s and early 2000s, right? And then also, especially, like, when internet became popular, right? Gaming culture was super right-wing, super filled with, like, bullies and garbage and harassment, right? Does that mean I can't play games? Oh, sorry. Only gamers like Halo. And gamers are right-wing, so that means I shouldn't play Halo. What? How did libertarians get this dumb idea that blockchain and a decentralized currency is some kind of liberation tool? Because they're fucking stupid. If Bitcoin was as powerful as libertarians think it is, then it wouldn't exist. It would already be banned. So Gamer culture is still toxic right-wing garbage fighters. Yeah, I mean, so therefore, if you're a gamer, you're evil. Right? It's the same logic. Well, everyone that plays games is right-wing because everyone that doesn't, everyone who's left-wing doesn't play games because everyone who plays games is right. It's a fucking endless feedback loop. It's a circle. I don't know. It's just dumb. Like, it's dumb. The argument that, oh, it's bad because right-wingers like it. You know what right-wingers like? Weed. Does that make weed bad? What? Like, what the fuck is that logic? I don't understand. Like, because Joe Rogan, like, likes to promote healthy eating, does that make healthy eating bad? No. Also, I'm skeptical because he's a meat eater and you can't be a healthy person and eat meat, in my opinion, so. But I just thought, like, this, it's so stupid. It's so dumb. It's dumb as hell. It's just dumb. Makes me mad because it's so... Right-wingers eat food. That's right. I forgot about that. How could I forget? Therefore, food is banned. The way we place value on things in the capitalist model affects the value we also place on lives as a culture. I think that's a starting point. I mean, yeah, I agree with that, right? Like, the idea that someone can make moral judgments about you based on, like... based on your interests, you know? Like, the idea that someone who likes NFTs, right, must be fundamentally evil or a scam artist or, you know, something like that, that is just ridiculous, right? Because none of that is real, right? None of that is real. It's all made up. Like, in our minds, in the ego. I just don't know how, as a leftist, one can navigate the crypto space. I do it every day. Right-wingers drink wine. Therefore, guess what, folks? Ban wine. Hashtag. Yeah, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. And also, like, why do people hate... Like, I could talk about this more. But now, again, I'm a YouTuber. I make my money from doing podcasts and videos and all that shit, right? So for me, Web3, the idea to tokenize my videos and make crypto earnings on them, that's great. That's a huge win. I love that. I don't understand why people are so against, making money online. I really like this idea. Oh, like, if you have, you know, if you use a crypto platform for your videos, that's evil because you're monetizing your like what? Like, it's just dumb. Like, this Web3 hater garbage shit is just, it's adjacent stupidity. Yeah, right-wingers are fucking dumb. My dad's been pushing me to learn about trading cryptos. It's one of the few things we can talk about without arguing over politics, so as a leftist, this creates a conflict in me. Why? Like, if you talk about, like, your favorite foods that you eat as a kid or whatever, does that create the same conflict? I don't get it. Everyone buy blue coin. I don't want blue coin. I want purple coin. Fuck you. Anyway, folks, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Thank you all for watching. I'm a little drunk today, so I apologize for that. Purple implies we're centrists. No, purple is cool. I'm taking back the color from centrists. The idea that purple is a centrist color? Nah. Disagree? If anything, yellow is a centrist color. There's 3 primary colors, right? Red, blue, and yellow. Yellow is the centrist one. Anyway, I'm done. That's the show. We all experience reality differently, but agree on certain things for continuity. I don't think we even do that anymore, Zero. Yeah, Catherine, I'm done with your, like, anti-purple hate speech, okay? I'm done with that. That's a no-go. That's a non-starter. Fuck you, motherfucker. Anyway, with that being said, that's the show. Thank you for watching. That's it.
That isn't what it meant.
Well, what did it mean then? Explain.
It meant that it's indicative of low-resolution thinking.
No, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Can you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country.
Early in the morning, they went to the table with the black robe, the black shield, and they pulled out the votes. Really, how many people do that? You mean they moved out and then they said, "Ah, the hell with it, I'll move back in." You know, it doesn't sound like that. I'll move back in. You know, it doesn't sound like a very normal. You mean they moved out and what? They missed it so much that they wanted to move back in? Yeah, it's crazy. Well, even before you do that, and not even including that, that's why I hardly even included that number. Although in one state we have a tremendous amount of dead people, so I don't know. I'm sure we do in Georgia too.
At the same time, the vaccine is one of the greatest achievements of mankind.